Alright, we are live as shit. What up? Alright. I'm gonna close the door. I'm gonna close more of the windows so we don't get as much outside noise for now. Alright, I'm gonna start talking. Yep. Well, hello everybody and welcome to the stream. So today we have a matchup in the IHSA playoffs between the O'Fallon Panthers and your EHS Tigers. It's set to be a good one. Both teams coming into this game with a very, very respectable record, having great seasons. Tigers currently 15-3-3, while O'Fallon's 13-6. And while EHS definitely has the upper hand as far as record goes and stats coming into this game, you never know. That's why we play sports. Anyone can win on any given day. But if you guys want to use the chat and communicate with each other, talk a little smack, whatever you want, the chat is open. Just remember to be respectful and follow the rules, YouTube guidelines, and don't be offensive to anyone else in chat, as we will have to time you out or ban you. But we're looking forward to the stream today. I'm James Ugmeyer, I'm a broadcasting student. Up top on the camera, we got John Deichel. So if you see us around the school, you want to say anything about the stream, as long as it's positive, be sure to talk to us. Anyways, I'm on mute, I'm going to shut up, and we'll get back to the warm-ups. All right, well, warm-ups are officially over, and we're going to get ready for player introductions and get ready for the game.
Edwardsville Tigers.
By the way, we're going to leave you with the home announcer here, as he will be announcing the player lineups and everything like that. So, here we go.
Number 1, senior Donovan. Senior Chris Moore. Number 7, senior Andre Robertson. Number 9, senior Seth McKenzie. Number 10, senior Jake Schildneck. Number 11, senior Edgar Lopez. Number 12, senior Brady Halloran. Number 13, junior Evan Weber. Number 14, senior Ian Schilling. And number 0, senior Ben Eckel. The Panthers are coached by Chris Kazmierzak. And the starting lineup for the Edwardsville Tigers. Number 2, senior Jake DuBois. Number 3, junior Tyler Pickett. Number 4, senior Ben Lofton. Number 7, senior Gavin Wall. Number 10, senior Chris Aguedo. Number 11, senior Ben Matthews. Number 17, senior Wyatt Erber. Number 21, sophomore Evan Moore. Number 24, senior Jay Bolton. Number 25, junior Sam Reeder. In goal, double zeros, senior Nathan Beck. The Tigers are coached by Mark Hydeside. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand and remove your cap for the singing of our national anthem?
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we marched were so gallantly streaming. And rugged to red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Alright, go back to the.
With the Janine,
Of course, as soon as the anthem's over, the flag triggers itself.
are going to
What flag are you
on a
playing?
hayride in
Oh,
college.
you're one on top. Okay.
Team
Hold on.
bonding type thing too.
Yes, hello.
They're doing that tonight. If it
Sorry, I was
doesn't get
reading about
rained
that.
out.
Alright.
I'm gonna pick her up on the way to the game.
Alright, and here's the kickoff. We're ready to go here at Tiger Stadium. so far, O'Fallon owning the possession, but it's been in their half for the majority of the game, so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out strategically between both the teams. Also, to those in chat, someone in chat wanted us to leave the sound on the entire time. For us to do that, we would have to put the mic up on the windowsill here, and if someone in the audience were to say something, then it would be picked up on stream. So for that reason, we will not have it on. But, every once in a while I'll pop it on the mic, keep you guys updated on what's going on, or give my thoughts on the game. And speaking of the game, O'Fallon's kind of getting deep into our zone here, but we're going to clear it out anyways. If you guys want to stay updated on future streams, stuff like that, be sure to check out our Twitter at EHS Broadcasting. We tweet out every single time we go live, and also be sure to follow EHS Soccer and O'Fallon Soccer on Twitter as well for the keep updates on their teams. Of course, after this game, one of those teams will have their season over, but it's just nice to keep following all the different teams, stay up to date on everything, so you know when the streams are starting and what to expect. big corner kick here for O'Fallon. We'll see what they can do with it. They got several people in the box, and I think they're going to send it in. That they do. Goes in, and it's up in the air. Bicycle kick. Gets blocked by EHS, and it gets cleared out of the zone. And the crowd is not the most happy with that one. Remember, guys, if you guys are subscribed to the channel, you are allowed to use the chat. That's just how we have it set up on YouTube. And we just hit 500 subscribers yesterday. Our goal is to maybe get to 1,000, so then we can maybe start advertising on our streams and make some money off of it. So it would be much appreciated if you guys subscribed and started interacting in the chat a little bit. Well, that dangerous opportunity didn't seem to amount to anything. He missed the goal, but that was a close one after a blunder by the defensive player missing the ball. EHS lucky to still be tied in this game after that mistake. EHS has been kind of stymied on defense so far. So let's see if any coaching changes or strategy changes are made to try to open up this offense a little bit more. Because majority of the game, O'Fallon's had possession has been all over the zone, and that's all it's going to take with one mistake, and this game could be 1-0 for the Panthers. Well, so far in this game, it's been a mixture of two things. O'Fallon has definitely schemed against EHS defensively very well so far, and EHS's passing has not been the most crisp, but I think as the game goes on and as the nerves go away, as this is a playoff game, I definitely think you'll see both sides step up their play a little bit, and the scoring will probably get started here. There's less than 20 minutes to go here in the first, so I think now you're going to probably start seeing some of the some more scoring and some more action. All right, well, EHS is going to probably get their first offensive chance so far this game here. They have a corner kick, and this could be big. Ball is put in the center. EHS going to maintain possession from the looks of it, but the ball gets kicked out of danger, and it looks like things are going to work out here for the Panthers as they're going to be able to go back to start swarming our offensive players. All right. No, here we go. So there's Coach Hyder's side right now. Looks like he has some players he wants to substitute in, so we'll have to look and see how that plays out. All right, well, that was a substitution. Looks like Patrick Beatty comes out of the game for Edwardsville, and in for him comes in, give me a moment. I think we lost the name. Looks like Troy Chenault. Now, I might have screwed that up. The information might be wrong, but I believe that's what's went on. Well, that sure was an interesting interaction between players there, but looks like nothing got called. Looks like it'll be offsetting. To the 6 new viewers who just had pop into the stream, thank you guys so much for showing up. And guys, do remember this is a win or go home game for both these teams. So that's where you're going to see a lot of the intensity we've seen so far, and that's why this game's so important today. Well, we don't have the actual names of people that got subbed in because the sheet they gave us does not have number 24 on it, but we're going to assume that was Wilkin David getting subbed out for Sam Reader. Looks like the refs missed a call there, and EHS is going to get away with that one. But, you know, majority of the people in the chat are probably Tigers fans, so I think they're going to like that one. We also got a correction in chat. Number 24 is Jay Bolton. See, the sheet they gave us at the beginning of the game, it just doesn't have the right numbers on it. So, sorry about that. But we'll try our best to keep you guys updated with correct information as the game goes on. Looks like maybe an offsides call there against the Tigers. Not sure, though, because, you know, I'm more of a football fan than I am a soccer fan. But I'm trying my best. All right, we have some more substitutions here. Looks like number 17, Wyatt Erber, is going to be going into the game, if that is correct. Wish he was on the sideline a few minutes ago whenever I saw him. But, yeah. Well, that was a dangerous play right there, and it's going to result in EHS getting the ball back with 4 minutes left to go here in the half. EHS going to be the beneficiary of another call, and this one's going to be big. Less than 4 minutes, like I just said, and now they have a chance to maybe get the first goal of the game and break this game wide open. Great ball into the middle, but that ball just does not find its way into the net. Great opportunity, though, and a pretty good play. It shows like the Tigers have some more chemistry to show throughout this game. But still 0-0, and not a lot of time left here in the half. EHS, the beneficiary of yet another call, and we're going to get a chance here to maybe get another goal. Now that ball, whenever I saw the replay of it, looked like the player got all ball whenever he did kick him, but you never know what the refs are going to call, and right there, looked like they made the wrong one. And EHS gets awarded the first yellow of the game. After getting all those calls, looks like one's going to come back and bite him in the butt here. Alright, we're now in the final 15 seconds of the half. Let's see if anything magical happens here at the end. Looks like it's going to probably stay in the middle, though. 8, 7, 6. Oh, and another. And that's going to be another yellow. And is he out of the game or no? I don't know if he got the first yellow or not. EHS, no, taking some bad penalties here, though, at the end of the half. Going to bite him in the butt later on. Alright, well, it looks like Chris Aguayo is out of the game. This could be his last game in his high school career as he is a senior. So hopefully his team gets the win for him, but that's an unfortunate way to go out. Here. This should be the last play of the half. 4 seconds left in the half here, but you never know what's going to happen. Here comes the ball in. They're going to have to hope for a good deflection. 1 second, and that's all for the half. All right. Well, we're going to go to the scoreboard, and once the players start coming back out to warm up, we'll be back for the game. All right, well, we're getting ready here to start the second half. Still tied 0-0. And if this game does go in a tie, we will go to overtime, and after that, we'll go to penalty kicks. Also later today, in their own regional, because, you know, this is local soccer news, Belleville East Lancers will be taking on the Collinsville K-Hawks for their own regional title. But here we go. All players step up. Also, number 10 was disqualified from the game for that half. It was a soft red card, but he is back in now. Well, that was definitely a scary way to start off the second half for the Tigers, as O'Fallon had a really good opportunity to score, but they did not score, and it's still 0-0. And that shot sails wide, and by sails I mean rolled wide, and still 0-0. But let's see, did that get deflected off somebody? It might be a corner kick here for the Tigers. All right, another great opportunity here for the Tigers. Looks like a free kick just outside the box. Let's see if they can convert on this one. I mean, the first goal of the game is huge, especially in soccer. There's no guarantee you're going to score in a soccer game. And the ball is into the middle, looking for the deflection. It's on goal, but it gets knocked away by the Panthers. Oh, it's another blunder by the Panthers, and EHS almost scored off that one again. Tigers seem to be humming here to start the second half. Well, Chris Aguego also gets called again. This time it's not a yellow, but he's definitely playing a physical style of soccer, and I think you've seen that so far in the second half. EHS definitely stepping up the physicality, and it seems to be working as they've had a lot of opportunities here to start the half. Well, speaking of Chris, he just gets fouled again, and it looks like it's going to be EHS ball. Get a free kick in O'Fallon territory. As someone who doesn't watch soccer all the time, this is definitely a lot more entertaining than usual. You know, high school soccer, you have a lot more physicality, and that's something I can definitely get behind, especially now that we're getting a lot more offensive chances. But we'll see if we do anything off this. I mean, we're pretty close to midfield here, but you never know. Maybe something could, maybe get the ball deep here and get a deflection and go in the goal. Here come the Tigers off the rush, and that should have been called. Looks like he got some of his foot and not the ball, but the referees have been kind of inconsistent here so far today. All right, here's Wyatt Erber on the corner kick. The ball's in the middle, and deflected right over the goal. Another good opportunity for the Tigers. They got to keep up the pressure, though. if they want to get the lead in this game. And the Tigers have another sub. It looks like Patrick Beatty is going in for Tyler Dacus. Through ball, but just a little bit too far for Tigers to corral. But actually, you get the ball back here. And it looks like they might have an opportunity here going on. That looks like Gavin Wall's down by the goal line and kicked in the middle, but it gets stopped by O'Fallon. And still in play. Yep, sorry, that was my mistake. That was Patrick Beatty actually down there. I saw 7. I thought it was Gavin Wall, since Gavin Wall is number 7. My bad. Great through ball. Now Gavin Walls has the ball. Fun fact, I actually used to play soccer with him when I was really little, and he was just destroying everyone in the YMCA league in kindergarten. He was like the only person who could score. And now here he is playing varsity soccer in the second regional game this year in a winner-go-home game for the Tigers. Another note on Gavin Walls really fast is he was perfect the other night, yesterday in the Friday night football game here at the EHS stadium. Perfect on all of his extra points. Been a pretty good kicker, pretty reliable for the football team this year. All right, well, that was a great Tigers opportunity there, knocked away by goaltender Ben Ellick, and it looks like the crowd's not happy about that one. Didn't see it, so I'll have to watch replay, and I'll tell you guys what I thought about that play. All right, it was a pretty weak call, but I can definitely see why the call was made in the first place. Urban makes a great play to get in the zone there, but takes a weak foul, and it's going to be Panthers ball. Hey, Jack, I see you in chat. It's your boy, James Ogmar. Well, that ball rolls out of bounds. Good opportunity there for the Panthers, and they almost cashed it in. All right, to Jack Stricker in chat, Chris Aguayo had 2 yellow cards in the first, but it ended up being a soft red card, so he's now back in the game here in the second half. All right, here we have a corner kick here for the Tigers. Looks like it's going to be Chris Aguayo, who I've been calling his name out a lot this game. Going to be kicking it in for the Tigers. It's in the center. Can they get a good deflection? Can they get a head on it? Nope, it's over the goal and out of bounds. Once again, though, the Tigers still getting a lot of opportunities here in the second. And I definitely think if it comes down to overtime or comes down to PKs, they will be the team that comes out victorious. Well, one of the cheerleaders just got decked. But for the people in chat also asking, I'll flash it on screen here for a moment. We have 21 minutes left to play in the second half. O'Fallon seems to be showing a lot of speed here on this rush. Let's see if the Tigers can lock it down defensively and get the ball back out. Just seems like the Panthers, when they came into the zone, they had a lot more speed and a lot more aggression than they had earlier in the game. Great opportunity here for the Tigers. Can they capitalize on it? The goaltender's playing keep away, though. Made a major blunder there with that ball. And that could have ended up being the first goal of the game for the Tigers. But they're going to have a throw in here, and they definitely have some momentum now. And the crowd's starting to get into the game. Big missed call by the referees there. He was fouled inside the box on that shot. And the refs once again making another questionable call, blowing the play dead, but so far still, Tigers still humming. 18 minutes left to go here in the second half. And Nathan Beck corrals that ball off of a weird, after he kind of slipped in the grass. So, some other information that you guys might want to know about the season so far. Earlier this year, O'Fallon was playing against Edwardsville at home. It was a 2-1 victory for the Tigers. And then 2 weeks later after that, O'Fallon played us at home, and it was 4-2 for them. So right now in the season, it's currently a 1-1 series between these two teams. But tonight is the only game that matters, as whoever wins this game will be moving on, and whoever doesn't will be going home. And that's a foul for sure. And that's going to be... that might end up being a yellow. Let's see. Nope, it's just going to be a normal foul. All right, we have multiple substitutes coming on here for the Tigers. It looks like... not sure, I can't see any of the jersey numbers. Looks like Wyatt Erber's coming back on for the Tigers. And I couldn't tell anybody else. 13 is also coming off, that is Colin Sampson. And also the person in the chat that wanted to see a close-up of Mr. Hatter's shot. If you go back earlier in the stream, we actually did that for one of our shots. So if you want to go back and look at that. All right, well, there's the GOAT of EHS soccer, Mr. Hattershad, the most winningest coach in Edwardsville soccer history. It looks like somehow EHS is going to get the ball out of that. Looked like we had some extracurricular going on after the play, but going to be a free kick here for the Tigers. Let's see if they can make something of it. Herber will be taking the free kick. So far today, we hadn't had the best luck on a lot of these with our deflections going towards the goal, but we might have it here. Oh, great play by the goaltender, Ben Eckel. And now O'Fallon has a rush, but it's going to get shut down hopefully by the defenseman, as it looks like they have it under control, and they're going to play it right back to back. All right, we have some more substitutes here. Looks like number 11, Ben Matthews, is coming in for number 18, Troy Chenault. And sorry if anybody watching from O'Fallon at home that, you know, I've been kind of a little bit biased by not talking about the players on their team. I'm just not very familiar with a lot of the names and numbers, and it's already hard enough for me to look back and forth on the sheet between the different teams and try to figure out who's who. I'm already having a hard enough time figuring out who's on Everstville, so my bad. But I'll try to do better with that here in the future for the rest of this game. Big blunder there by number 27, and this could be the game. But Nathan Beck makes an amazing play. What a play by Nathan Beck. Ten minutes left to play in regulation. All right, well, here comes the corner kick for the Panthers, and it looks like it's going to stay out of the net. But whoever gets the ball here, we don't know yet, and it looks like it's going to be another corner kick for the Panthers. Well, here comes attempt 2. It's into the box, and it's going to be out again. Now, I'm going to try to attempt to pronounce the guy kicking the ball's name right there. So I think that was Jake Schildknecht. It's spelt really weird, but I wanted to give an attempt at it. It'll definitely be interesting to see here, strategy-wise, what the teams decide to do. You got 8 minutes left in a scoreless game. You don't want to push too hard, and you don't want to play too passive either, but any mistakes at this point in the game could cost your team the season, so we'll have to see how the coaches decide to manage this game here and how the players decide to do it. And here comes EHS streaking down this field here. Gavin Walls with the ball. Let's see if he can do anything with it. Looks like O'Fallon's kind of caught up to him. We don't have many people down in the deep to help him. But he's kind of a wizard with the soccer ball, so let's see what he does. Gets a nice center ball, but it's knocked away by the Panthers. They slip and fall. We might get the ball back. Trying to force a corner kick. Not going to happen. And the Panthers are going to clear the ball out. It's going to be a throw-in for EHS. Very nicely played on defense there by the Panthers, but him slipping over at the goal line almost caused EHS to get the ball back. And that ball shot just right over the net. Good opportunity, though. I mean, he definitely put a little bit of a move on the defenseman there. Got himself a lot of room, but just sailed it over the goal. Big foul there. Looked like he was trying to go all ball, but instead he caught a lot of leg there from the O'Fallon player. Sorry, I'm choking on my words a little bit there. Andre Robertson was the player getting fouled there for the Panthers. And he's also going to be taking the kick here. And I don't know what he was trying to do on that kick, but whatever he was trying to do, it definitely didn't work as it went right wide. And now the Tigers can get the ball back. Only 4 minutes left to go in the game. Anything that happens at this point in the game could be costing their team the season. What a move! Stoop kicking the defender out of his shoes there. Man, if I was still covering these games on the Friday morning announcements, that would definitely be in it. And that through ball just missed by EHS. Sorry, I was talking too much about that move. Kind of missed that play there, but that was almost the season right there. That would have won the game. That shot on goal was just corralled by the goaltender. And once again, all these opportunities now, I mean, there's so much more pressure on them. If they score, either team scores a goal here, this is probably the game. And it's a good thing that EHS has all the momentum because now is the time you want to have it. Anytime EHS has the ball here, the crowd's really starting to get into this. That's what you love to see if you're rooting for the Tigers. I mean, you get the crowd into it, your team has momentum, but all they gotta do is minimize mistakes here and just try to get one in the goal. But on defense, they gotta clean it up a little. Well, that call is probably going to be it for the game. That was a pretty weak call. I don't really know what they were calling there. About 15 seconds left to go. This is the game. Let's see. Are the Panthers going to pull off a miracle? It's going to roll out the back. And that should be the game. It looks like we're going to be going to overtime. So I'll show you guys the clock winding down here. 3, 2, 1. And that's all for regulation. To overtime we go. All right, guys. Well, overtime rules are going to be there's going to be two 10-minute periods for each team. Now, of course, if a team scores during that 10-minute period and then time runs out, you don't have to play the second one. It will not be a golden goal situation. You have to play till the end of the period. So if both teams score, then we have to keep moving on. This should be very, very interesting and very tense. I'm expecting to see a lot of aggression from both teams because, like I said, one goal here could be the difference between you winning or losing this game and your season continuing or being over. So, going to be interesting to see how they come out, but I'm thinking it's going to be just full-on aggression, just trying to score at every opportunity. Also, like to thank you guys for getting us. I said this earlier, getting us to 500 subscribers. Also, shout out to all the CBC people. They're not gonna be at this stream, of course. But last night, a bunch of them were in chat, and a lot of them subscribed because to be able to talk in chat, you have to subscribe to the channel. So shout out to all of them, and shout out to all you guys who are watching today. We have 40 viewers, which is a lot usually for our soccer games. So we definitely appreciate that. Also, if you guys would like to keep up to date on all of our streams and everything like that, be sure to follow us on Twitter at EHS Broadcasting. We always announce our streams for the most part, unless I'm not working the stream, because myself, James Bergmeyer, I'm usually the one in charge of the Twitter and running the stream down here and all that type of stuff. But normally we announce all of our streams, and shout out to EHS Soccer for on Twitter for usually retweeting our games and stuff like that to let everybody know that we're going live. But all right, enough of me stuttering over my words. Let's get back over to the timer. Also, never mind. I'm actually going to sit here and talk a little bit more because there's nothing really going on. Just me guys looking at the timer, that's going to be a little boring. But for those of you guys in chat, I'd like to hear you guys' prediction on who scores the game-winning goal for EHS. I'm assuming most of you guys in chat don't know who's on O'Fallon, so just make your prediction, and if you guys are right, we'll be sure to either follow you guys back or subscribe to you guys on either Twitter or YouTube. Also, to the person that just said Grant Hubner, you just said we should stream EHS baseball this year. We would love to stream baseball, but the way that the roof is set up at the baseball field, we can't get on the roof because it's slanted, and there's no actual hatch to get on there. The press box is usually relatively full, and for us to have multiple camera views on there, it just wouldn't really be the most possible thing on the planet. Of course, I'm going to try to see how it all is. I'm going to go over there at some point. But we wouldn't be able to have all the nice fancy camera views or like the one that's behind second, out in center field looking on at the pitcher. We'd love to be able to do that, but it's just not the most practical thing on the planet. But 30 seconds left until until overtime begins. This is going to be make or break. Season's on the line here. But yeah, so I hear your prediction for Ben Loftus. Anybody else want to throw in their predictions? Right now, I believe we had Gavin Walls in the game at the end. We believe we still had Wyatt Erber in the game. 27, Patrick Beattie was looking good there for a bit, moving the ball really efficiently. My personal opinion is I think somehow, some magical way, which this is not actually my opinion, this is all for satire, I think Nathan Beck's totally going to score the game winner, right, guys? Yeah, Nathan Beck's going to come all the way out of the goal, all the way up the field and score. All right, players taking the field. We're going to switch back over to the other camera, and here we go. Season on the line for both these teams. Let's see what happens. Well, Jack, you've submitted two different people here for who's going to score the game winner, so who are you going to take? Only able to take one of them, and if you're right, we're going to subscribe to you on YouTube or follow you on Twitter, whichever one you want. Alright, we'll have some audio here. We're actually going to leave the mic on. If the crowd starts getting a little rowdy, though, we'll turn it off. And if I don't really have anything to talk about or I have to talk to the camera person, I'm going to mute. But so far, EHS has the ball down in the corner. Don't know who it actually is because, you know, I'm looking at a really small screen here on my stream on the computer. So I can't actually tell the numbers. But EHS looks like it's going to keep the ball here. Another throw-in for them. Say that all they would need to do is keep the ball in the Panthers half for now. And just keep trying to hack away at it. Keep trying to score. Because Panthers get possession and start getting on a roll, I don't think you're going to be able to stop them. Well, you see a little bit of the physicality there in the corner. And they're going to play it up through. Nobody there. And it's going to be the Panthers just going to let it roll out. Yep, and it's going to be a goal kick. Jack says he takes the whole team. Okay, if we score it all, Jack, you're getting a follow on Twitter, or you're getting a subscription on YouTube. You know that's the strat right there. Just pick the whole team. I mean, he's playing 5D chess, and y'all in chat, you guys are playing checkers. All right, that's gonna be a foul against O'Fallon, and EHS is gonna get the ball back. Tyler Dacus passing it over to number 24. Jay Bolton. See, I got confused earlier in the stream because I said our sheet was wrong. And they have the goaltenders listed at the bottom, and they have Jay Bolton and Nathan Beck. But Jay Bolton has both the number 0 and number 24, depending on whether he's actually playing on the field or he's playing as goaltender. But great slide tackle there, but EHS is going to give the ball right back to the Panthers. We have a player down on the field. And we're going to switch to the scoreboard here. Well, he might be getting just stretched out. He might be all right. You never know with soccer, but he's been down for a pretty decent period of time here. We're going to switch to the scoreboard. I'm going to try to figure out who that is for you guys. No one from the medical side of things has come out yet. You have one person, but... No, we do have one person out there, sorry. But the coaches aren't out there. All the players are around him, but it doesn't seem like the medical team is taking the most responsible way to deal with this. That is number... Looks like number 3. Looks like Tyler Dacus. Yep. Looks like he's going to be able to walk off the field with a little bit of assistance from the medical staff. And we're going to switch back to the game. Sorry for how I handled that as far as announcer goes. Still kind of getting used to this. But we couldn't figure out who it was for half of it. Because he was laying down on the field, we couldn't see his number. Alright, well it looks like Evan Weber is going to be throwing in the ball here for O'Fallon. Of course, the clock was stopped due to medical, so we have 8:04 left here in the first overtime period. And actually on stream I'm going to change the scoreboard so it says first OT, so people that are watching aren't entirely confused. First OT, there we go. Looks like Dacus is getting looked at over on the sideline. Does not look like he'll be returning to this game. Looks like the injury was something, wasn't just like a little bit of like a little bruise or getting hit a little hard. It looks like he might have actually screwed something up. But hopefully he's all right. And here we have a nice through ball over to 21. That is Evan Moore, but it's not going to result in anything. I mean, it's a 4v1 back there. Wasn't going to be able to make much out of it. And the ball's given right back to the Panthers. And Nathan Beck's going to come out to play this ball as it rolls nice and slowly back over to him. Going to play it over to David Wilkin, sorry. No, his name actually is Wilkin. Sorry, my bad. I think I had class with him at some point. You know, I go to the high school. I've had class with a lot of these guys. So. And so far, EHS is trying to find a way to get a play started here. Just passing back and forth in the defensive on their side of the field. That's a through ball, but it's going to be denied by the Panthers. Yeah, it looks like the Panthers are finally starting to get a little tightened up on defense. All that momentum the Tigers had at the end of second half. Looks like it's going to get shut down here. I mean, they're playing back with 4 D-men. They're just trying to make sure they get to PKs and looks at things. Or maybe we'll see something different in the second overtime period. But right now, just looks like O'Fallon's all right with not having anybody score in the first overtime period here. I mean, you look and just see that it's always back there. You have 4 white jerseys, and it just seems like the Tigers only get 1 or 2 people through every single time with the ball. Jack says the first one was Sam Reeder. I'm looking for him on here. Oh, yeah, there's 2 25s. My bad. It's hard for me to tell. I don't know why they don't just have different, you know, jersey numbers, but we have 2 number 25s in this game. And you could hear that. That was a fun interaction in the stands. You had the O'Fallon fans chanting OTHS, and then as soon as the cheerleaders started, they just progressively got louder to try to block them out. That's the type of banter you like to see. See both sides getting involved here, and here comes a through ball, and it's right by Nathan Beck. It almost goes in. That was almost the season right there. I'm not sure who took the shot for O'Fallon, but they almost just won it all. And we're going to have some substitutions. That looks like number 23 coming in. That should be Axton Anom. That's the name. And looks like coming out of the game, you're going to have Chris Aguayu. Well, this is definitely a little nerve-wracking here if you're a fan of either of these teams. I mean, if you're just watching for entertainment purposes, then it's just entertaining. But like right there, that game was almost over there. He just missed. And Nathan Beck just could not get a hand on it there. He got lucky, it rolled past the goal. But O'Fallon has momentum, and that's just not what you want to see right now. Kind of getting manhandled over there. Surprised the refs, you know, who have been very inconsistent today, didn't call that. You know, they've been calling some of the weakest stuff in the world, and they've been missing some of the most obvious calls. Of course, they're humans, and I have the ability to view from a TV standpoint and be able to look back on YouTube at the replay. So, of course, I'm able to tell a little bit better than them what's going on. But nope, and it's gonna be a throw-in here for O'Fallon. Now, yeah, let's talk about the play of Chris Aguayu now that we have a moment. We have 3 minutes, by the way, left here in the first overtime period. This game, I mean, what can you say about him? Earlier this year, there was an interaction between him and the Panthers. I don't want to go too much in depth in that, but let's just say there were some words exchanged that were not very cash money. We also have another injured player down on the field, so we're going to go back to scoreboard here for a moment. Looks like we're going to have another injury timeout. Not what you want to see, but I mean, he took 2 yellows, I believe, so far this game. He's taken a few fouls, Chris has. I mean, he's been physical, but he's definitely played a pretty good game, and it's nice to see him come back after the issues they faced earlier this year. We're not sure who's down over there. Looks like that might be Jay Bolton. Yep, Jay Bolton, but he's able to get up under his own power, and he should be coming back into the game here. And O'Fallon also has a player down. I don't know if they're just, they all just catching disease and dropping down like flies. I don't know, but looks like he might be coming out of the game. He has a little bit of a limp. That's number 11. That is Edgar Lopez. And in for him comes... Sorry, they don't have the numbers on the front of their uniforms, so I can't tell. Have to wait for him to turn around to let you know. All right. Well, Edwardsville's going to have the ball here. It's going to be a goal kick. And it looks like Nathan Beck's probably just going to be passing it off to one of the guys next to him on defense. Nothing. Oh. All right, I need to mute. We have some issues here with the scoreboard at the stadium. All right, we were just having some scoreboard issues here at the stadium. That wasn't us. That was people upstairs. But they were trying to reset the score as there was all the injury timeouts and that stuff. But it's all figured out. We have 3:15 left here in the first overtime period. Also, I'd like to remind everybody in chat to please be respectful and keep opinions to themselves about people getting injured or about, issues between the teams. A little bit of smack talking is all right, but wishing injury upon players is not going to be accepted in our chat. Well, Tiger's going to try to work out of here, try to get on the transition a little bit. But I think that's going to be the problem. I think they're doing a little bit too much side to side, going back, being a little timid because they're not trying to get caught out of position. But it gives O'Fallon a chance to get their 4 defensemen back. I mean, right here, you have players pushing up, but they're just surrounded by white uniforms. And even if they were to get past them, you got 4 more to go by. So, I mean, it is definitely going to be a challenge here for the Tigers to score with the way O'Fallon's playing this game. And I definitely have to change their mindset. Of course, I think Coach Hireside will make those adjustments here if we get past the first overtime period without anybody scoring. He's a good coach. I've been around him a lot. He's a good person. I think he'll be able to make the proper adjustments to put Edwardsville in a chance to win this game. For the Panthers, I don't know any of their staff, but I'm sure, you had a great season so far. They went said it earlier. They went 13-6 this year. They're definitely a good team. They definitely have some good coaching, and they're definitely going to make some strategy adjustments too. Unless they want to go to PKs. Because if they want to go to PKs, they just got to keep playing like they're playing right now. Alright. Well, also, John, the cameraman, just made a good point. For those of you at home who do not know what PK stands for, it's penalty kicks. I'm assuming most of you guys in the chat watch soccer, but essentially it'll just be goaltender versus one player. They'll be kicking it on the net. Goaltender kind of has to guess where the ball is going and try to make a save. Each team will get 5 attempts if we get that far. And, one of our players just kind of slipped and fell. I'm not going to talk too much about that. I know the school doesn't want me to mention whenever our players do stupid things, so I'll just kind of gloss over that. And we're finally getting some possession here. But still, the white jerseys outnumber the blacks right now, and once again, you look at that. O'Fallon all over our players there, just takes the ball away. And the call is going to be against Edwardsville, as that's how this game has been called so far. But they're playing good defense. They're just swarming us whenever we go back. And right now, only 40 seconds left in the first overtime period. If anything's going to happen, it needs to happen now. Of course, they do have the luxury of waiting until the next overtime period, but I think both teams don't want to have to keep playing. I think they just want to try to end this and not have to worry about it. Alright, well, time's going to run out here in the first overtime period. 7 seconds left. Does not look like either team really wants to do anything. They're already starting to walk off. And we will be going to the second overtime period. It's going to be all or nothing here. Whoever scores next, once again, could mean the season. And if neither team scores, they're going to be going into PKs, which is going to be extremely high pressure for both teams. Well, let's play a fun game in chat here. So, if you were Coach Hireside, who would you take in? Who would you pull out? What adjustments would you make? I want to hear what you guys have to say in chat. It's always interesting. I already told you what I thought he should do, but let's see what you guys have to say. You can see the sideline right now, all huddled around Coach Hireside, trying to make a decision on what they're going to do, make some strategy adjustments. And if we go over a little bit further, we'll see O'Fallon's sideline. they're doing the same thing. I mean, both sides are going to have to make some adjustments to try to win this game. For most people in chat, I think we're all hoping the Tigers do come out on top. Less than a minute until second overtime period begins. Now, after the first overtime period, they've actually played a full soccer game. They've played a full 90 minutes. So, they should be starting should start to see the fatigue start to set in a little bit now. And you can also see the fans over there. We have a pretty decent turnout for this game. I mean, for a soccer game. So nice to see that some of the people from school are coming out to watch this game on a Saturday afternoon. And 12 seconds left, 10 seconds left here until the second overtime period begins. Both teams going to take the field here. I'm predicting that this game's going to end right here. I think that both teams are going to have a lot of... I think now O'Fallon's just going to open it up. I don't know if they really want to go to PKs. I mean, if they want to go to PKs, they'll just keep doing what they're doing. But I think O'Fallon's going to just actually try to score here and not play so defensively. I think the game ends here in the second overtime. We don't get to PKs. But you never know. That's sports. No guarantee anything's going to happen here. Yep. You can definitely hear the O'Fallon fans. I mean, you guys probably can't the mic, considering the mic is in our little broadcasting closet here, but they're definitely getting a little bit louder. I mean, I think everybody realizes the importance of this game. And I've also kind of like jammed it down your guys' throat that this game is important, so I hope you guys at home also realize how important it is. Yeah, I think that's a good point by Jack Stricker in chat. I mean, you have Nathan Beck as the goaltender. I don't think you want to go to PKs against him, but also we have a pretty strong offense, and I don't think they were going to try to let us have too many opportunities, because I think we're going to burn him on that. I mean, O'Fallon's not in a great spot here as far as strategy goes, but they control the game. If they want to play defensively like they just did, they completely can shut us down. And if they want to try to score, I mean, that's up to them, but earlier in the game they were trying to score, and it didn't work out for them either, so we'll see what they do. O'Fallon gonna get the ball here, gonna throw it in. Hey guys, if we get one more viewer, we'd be at a really funny number. Just wanted to point that out. Not gonna, mention anything, but I think it'd be really awesome if we got one more viewer. And we just, as soon as I said that, we lost 2. Alright, well, here's a nice through ball. It's gonna be a one-on-one. I believe that is that's number 21 down there. That is Evan Moore. And he's gonna get fouled. Oh no, the ball's gonna go to play. And that's going to be number 27, Patrick Beattie, with a throw-in. Once again, I mean, you can see the white numbers are outnumbering the black jerseys back there. So, I mean, if Edwardsville wants to score, they're going to have some great, individual effort to get through all those people. Jordan Johnson in chat says the Nathan Beck's not committed yet. Fair enough. I mean, he definitely has enough talent to play college soccer. And yeah, well, Jack, we left it unmuted all of last overtime as well. I mean, we only muted it on occasion for the technical difficulty we were having with the scoreboard. And by we, I mean not us, but the actual scoreboard people. But yeah, we'll try to leave it unmuted. I'll try to keep talking. Although I'm not exactly qualified, let's say, to be an announcer for this sport. I'd be much better if we were doing hockey or football or something like that. And that's how to play, into the fence. Edwardsville kind of getting pushed back in their own zone here, but I like the way the defense is set up. Going to be a throw-in for O'Fallon. Here it comes. And it's handled pretty well with defense. Oh, but it goes back horizontally, not what they wanted. And the kick is no good as it goes wide of the uprights. Wrong sport, but come on. We had that funny number there for a moment, but now we're back to 70 viewers. thank you guys so much for showing up. I mean, the audience here actually at the stadium isn't as big. I mean, it's a Saturday game, but it's nice to see a lot of people showing up for the stream and that stuff. Oh, and there's a through ball, but it's going to go out of play. Oh my. That's some bad sportsmanship there. Trying to take time off the clock so they can't do anything. You know that was intentional, too. I completely disagree with that. I mean, it's 6 minutes left in overtime. Come on, man. And there's another foul, and that's going to be a foul and ball again. Unnecessary fouls by the Tigers. I don't know if they're just trying to drain the clock and try to get to PKs. I mean, you guys made a good point in chat. If the Tigers can get the PKs, I mean, there's a good chance they win it, but I don't think either team wants to get that far. I mean, it's a crapshoot. The goaltenders have to make the right choices, have to guess on where the ball's going to go, and if they don't make the right choices, the season's over. So I don't know why either coach would love to get the PKs. There's a shot, but it's wide. And even if it was going to go on goal, it looked like Nathan Beck was in a great position to make the stop. Exactly, yeah. Why would you want to go to PKs? You're just basically risking, okay, the goaltender has to make the right choices every single time and just hope that he does and then has enough talent to actually get to where the ball's going to go. It's just not... It's kind of a crapshoot. Oh, good move there by 27. Play it down, and now the Tigers got some people moving in the right direction for him here. But they play back to the sideline, and this has been where O'Fallon's been able to just kind of corner them. It's been all on the sidelines here. Tried to do a give-and-go play. Would have been really good, but it looked like there was a little bit of a miscommunication. The crowd doesn't seem very happy with something. Oh, there's going to be a substitute. Chris Aguayu is going to come back into this game from the looks of it. Who's he coming in for? I did not see who went out. All right, well, here's the throw in the middle. This could be your game. He gets through, and oh, he decked the goalie. That has to be a penalty. That has to be a yellow or a red. And there's a yellow, and the goaltender's out. There's a yellow. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna go back to the scoreboard here. He seems to be all right. 5 minutes left. I mean, that was purely accidental, but man, that was just not what you love to see. Leave the hitting people that hard for football. I mean, I think Bo Brandt knows a lot about getting hit hard. Yep, I still remember that. And of course, I do apologize for that statement. That was purely a joke from our, Ronnie and Cap. Ronnie's Cap and chat said, ain't no way, no foul. Nah, do I watch the replay on that? I mean, he didn't mean to run over him, but he ran over him and put him in the ground. I mean, that's a foul. But yeah, sorry about the Bo Brandt statement right there I made. I kind of regret making that, but it's a reference to one of our morning announcement shows earlier this year that we made. Nah, earlier this year he got hit really, really hard on the play, and I put it in the morning announcements, and some people took exception to it being in there, despite it being purely a joke, but hey, I understand. Shouldn't have put it in there. You're right, both people did go for the ball, but it's the way that his shoulder hit him, the way it knocked it down. See, I think watching it through the video up here, it's a little hard to tell, but I watched it in real time. I was looking out the window. You could just kind of tell. Anyway, some more substitutes coming in here for the Tigers. Number 3 is going out, Tyler Dacus. And also, nope, only one person went out. All right, well, let's see if they can get anything going here. Only 3 minutes left here in the second overtime period. And here we go, another opportunity for the Tigers. Can he get to the hold of the ball? He can. Team has possession. And actually really nice pass. Threads the needle between two defensemen. The shot is up. It's high, and it's over the goal. I do respect the effort, though. Just, I don't know if it was the best time for it. I think your team is finally starting to get some possession. I think you could have waited a little longer. But also, 3 minutes left in overtime. I guess you're going to take your shots whenever they're open. Now, Jack, I will have to say, comments about the refs and that stuff. I mean, I think we're going to allow it in chat just try not to be too hard on the refs. I mean, I talked about it earlier. They've been a little inconsistent this game. But overall, I think they're trying their best. I wouldn't say they're incredibly biased. I mean, they've had some calls go both ways. Edwardsville's just playing a really aggressive game, and when you play an aggressive game, you're going to get called for it every once in a while. Just kind of how things go. Edwardsville has the ball again. Through ball. Has his man. Can you run him down? Looks like O'Fallon has him, and they're able to sandwich him and get the ball away from him. Good play by them, and it's going to be out of bounds. Edwardsville ball. It's going to be a throw-in, and I believe that's Chris Aguayu over on the sideline. Once again, another great opportunity. 2 minutes left. You got to make the most of these opportunities here. I think he's just going to try to throw the ball in the center. Yep, here it comes. Here's the throw. It's in. Header missed by Edwardsville, and it looks like it's going to get cleared back out. Nope. Edwardsville keeps it in. Sends a long ball into the corner. Can Erber, I believe that's Erber. Can he stop it? Yes, he can. Keeps possession for his team. Centered back in the middle. And nobody there to take the shot. And no, that was number 22 on the play before, not Erber. That is my bad. I don't know if the player is actually injured on the field right now. Yep, he got up. He's under his own. It looked like it was one of those where you just lay down for a moment and try to draw a call. He might be coming off. Let's see here. He's walking towards the sideline. Nope, he's going to stay in the game. 21, that is Evan Moore. But here we go. Erber. I mean, Aiden Underwood. No, that's Erber. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, there's no two number 17s. Erber going to be taking the free kick here, and this could be your game. It's up. Nobody there. Off the crossbar! And that ball, did it hit the scoreboard? No. That was almost the game. What a play there. That's off the crossbar. And Evan Moore can't believe it. He has his hands on his head walking back. Wow. A moment, I need to mute. What was that? Alright guys, we have 109, 108 left here in the second overtime period until we have to go to PKs. Both teams pushing hard here though, and we'll see what happens with both of them. And that ball is going to be, is that going to be O'Fallon ball? Is that going to be EHS ball? And EHS is going to get the ball out of that one. Interesting call. Gotta watch the replay to see who actually got that. I think my stream is a bit delayed here, so I'm not going to be able to tell. Anyways. Gonna be kicked in, and the ref's gonna blow the play dead. And there's a card. And it looks like it's gonna be on Erber. Referees still doing a little bit of questionable things. That was definitely one of those where it's you hate to see it. Yep, he talked back to the ref. He gets thrown out of the game. And he's going to go out. Yep, he's out. I believe that was the second one of the half. And now it looks like Edwardsville's going to be playing down a man here to finish the game. Really not what you love to see. Well, maybe those statements about the refs really are true, but they're trying their best. You know, you can definitely say they're trying their best. Now, which team they're trying their best to make win, that's up to you. Anyways, here's a through ball, and it's out of play. Great play by Jake Du Bois. It's 20 seconds left in the game. They're going to have to hurry up and kick this ball in the middle. I don't think they want penalties either. And here it is. This is your game. It's in. It's knocked away. It's on the ground. And they score! And that's going to be the ball game. O'Fallon wins it in shocking fashion after a BS call on the other side, and they convert it. That is going to be the game. What a way to win it. And that is just unacceptable by the refs and how this game ends. 5 seconds left on the clock, and that's going to be the ball game. That's unfortunate. And it looks like the refs are having a discussion over on the other end. What are they saying? And it's going to be ruled a good goal, and that's going to be the game. And Nathan Beck takes major exception to that. EHS takes major exception to that. What a just unacceptable way to end the game here. But O'Fallon played their hearts out, and I mean, they got the lost opportunity there. But that's one of those where you get a player thrown out of the game, you don't have your extra player in there in that box, and that's one more person you could have had clearing the ball out. And you just have that meeting down there with the refs and the other players. One moment. John. Edwardsville still arguing the call. I'm surprised Hirschide isn't out there right now. I know he's a really well-tempered man, but I feel like, this is your season on the line here. He needs to go out there and have a chat. Well, you can hopefully see my bias showing through in the announcing. No one said I was going to be impartial. It would take a literal miracle here with 5.8 seconds left on the clock. And I just don't know if it's even close to possible. Here they go. Here comes the shot. On goal. Is it? And O'Fallon's going to win the game. That is just... wow. Hey, but props to the O'Fallon kids. They're not in charge of what the refs do. They made do with what they had, and they scored. They made it. I definitely think they got outplayed in this game, but the way they played defense in the first overtime period just really made the difference for them. They got Tigers kind of wore out. Shouldn't do much, and you're going to have a 1-0 final as the O'Fallon Panthers are your regional champions. We'll just leave you guys with the celebration and leave you guys with the crowd. Well, person in chat said it's a clear red. You don't get sent off for nothing. It was a yellow. And he said he got called off for talking back to the ref, but I didn't see it. But it's all the ref's discretion. You see it all the time in sports. A lot of times the refs, if you talk back to them at all, you say one bad thing to them, and they'll immediately give it to you. Then there are also other times they'll take it. But that's just unfortunate. I mean, with the way O'Fallon, some of the things that happened earlier this year between the two teams, and just to see it end like this for EHS, I mean, kind of sucks. But also for O'Fallon, I mean, they're underdogs coming into this game, and they played a good game. I mean, the refs may have helped every once in a while, but still, they had to score at the end there. Do I think there was some offsides? Do I think there was some extra stuff going on in that pile at the end? Yes, but you got to give them props, dude. I mean, they played well. Anyways, I think that's the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming out. And sorry for the bias. Sorry for all that stuff. But, hey, GG's to both teams. And we should be doing more streams coming on in the next few weeks.